All right, guys, welcome to another SPL video. This time we will be going over the battle of BKC and Crucify in DPP I'm here with my co-hosts Finchinator and Gold Mason. Why don't you introduce yourselves?
Hey guys, what's up? It's a DPP enthusiast Finchinator, easily my favorite generation. Very happy to bring it to you guys today with my friends. How we doing, Mason?
I'm doing pretty well, pretty well. I'm also a big DPP fan. I'm especially excited to see BKC's return to the scene, return to DPP. And what better celebration do we have than watching these games together, right?
Oh yeah.
Well, it's BKC and Crucify, the Tyrants versus the Sharks, right? So,
Yep.
Ooh, excited to see what happens here.
Definitely. So
Hopping
let's
in?
get into the game.
Let's hop
Yep.
in. We got a Zapdos versus an Infernape. Not something you see as a lead.
Yeah, no, Infernape's a bit of an oddball choice, especially with the Wisp here. Discharge also, it does a good amount, but not a ton. So, I mean, this probably isn't like a Sash Endeavor Infernape. And then we see U-turn. So, curious to see, BKC is definitely cooking up something here, whereas Crucify, pretty standard, respectable lead there. BKC does tone it down a notch, though, bringing in the Tyranitar to chip down the Zapdos even further.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm really happy that the Infernape did not take that paralysis. Means that it could probably get some value here later in the game. Big crunch damage from Tyranitar. That's got to be banded.
Yes.
Yep.
Breloom is positioned pretty nicely. Latias comes in, could be Sleep Talk, or...
Andy is the Lumberry!
Eats the spore like a champ, and now Breloom is forced out, putting BKC back in a better position. Good Thunder
Yeah,
Wave.
and BKC wins the status war altogether, not only avoiding status, but inflicting it upon Jirachi, which makes it, slower, unable to
Rain
flinch
Dance.
behind it.
Oh my gosh.
Rain Dance Infernape with Tyranitar, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That is a Latias, my man.
No,
Fair
but
enough.
it's on an Infernape.
It's on an Infernape team. Oh my god. But yeah, no, the Rain Dance is cool because that extra surf damage on Jirachi, get it chipped down, but Big Quag is in to take those surfs.
I did not expect that Pokemon, just outright. I didn't think it was going to be on my screen.
I don't think anyone did. And if they did, they were lying. But Breloom comes in, tanks the Ice Punch. Ooh, Focus Punch.
Ooh. Yeah. These Zapdos, Breloom, Jirachi teams typically have Tyranitar in that Quagsire slot, so it's an interesting alteration by Crucify.
An actual water check, which you don't see too many of in DPP, admittedly. And that Focus Punch is going to basically chip down the Zapdos beyond repair. It's not even going to bother roosting up. It's just going to get another Discharge, continue to chip down the Tyranitar. And ultimately, it's going to be in range of pretty much anything. Interestingly enough, BKC maybe not wanting to eat Para or predicting some sort of pivot or get the Latias back in.
It's more, I think, to maintain health advantage on Tyranitar. It looks so threatening into this team with the band. So you want to keep the health on it so that it can, get another big crunch off. I'm really excited to see the rest of Crucify's team. These Zapdos, Breloom cores usually do have a Starmie. That's where I was going with that. But maybe Quagsire means that we won't see a Starmie?
Yeah, I mean, both teams are pretty interesting. Crucify, it looks standard from the first three, but then you see, Quagsire, which is kind of an old, bulky staple, water immunity. BKC's team, it's like a rain team, but it's not, but it is. It's got, great offensive tools. Just a group of Pokemon. I assume there's a Steel type somewhere last, but just a group of Pokemon you don't always see together. I wonder if this Infernape is rocks, which would highlight what Mason was talking about before with saving some health in it for utility, and indeed it is. So, BKC really making the most out of this Infernape before it looks like it'll fall to this Body Slam, getting the first kill for Crucify there.
Yeah, Taunt is a very measured play there from BKC, not taking the damage from assuming either a close combat or a fire move. Instead,
So the full set on that Infernape is revealed. It is Taunt, Stealth Rock, U-turn, and Will-O-Wisp. So
Oh, right. Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah, no stab moves on that Infernape.
Unfortunately, Keytrain goes down to a critical hit Earthquake even through Shuckleberry, and now Crucify is not looking in a very good position at all.
Yeah, BKC suddenly in a commanding position. Breloom looks threatening. Bandit Tyranitar looks threatening. Metagross can pretty much trade with anything with Explosion. It's probably going to need to be a miracle here from Crucify. Even the ideal last. I don't know many things that can one-shot a Metagross and also be able to really clean through all these Pokemon. So it's going to be a challenge to say the least.
Yeah, Flygon here would go crazy.
Flygon might be the only Pokemon that can make it. Yeah. Like a
mean,
Life Orb Flygon.
Tony is on the Bigs this year, not the Sharks, but good try. We will see some Surf Chip.
Yeah.
Ultimately, Jirachi will claim its second KO of the game despite being paralyzed because why not? But now it looks like Tyranitar or Metagross. Yeah, Tyranitar will follow up here. Probably just take out with Crunch, and that's a pretty good move to be locked into with an unknown last in the back, I'd say. And we will see Starmie, perhaps some foreshadowing before from Mason.
Yep.
And that takes out the Tyranitar, but it's probably going to get a crit on Metagross and maybe even on Kingdra as well, as we see Crucify still well behind in this game. And Choice Specs Draco would easily kill this Starmie. Makes sense for Quagsire to come in here.
Absolutely. Really depends on what the Starmie's coverage moves are, if it's even going to make it through this. Kingdra, it really wants to, allow these Draco Meteors on the Quagsire to maybe kill Kingdra, or at least ensure its survival.
I mean, it's at -4 now, so especially if Starmie's recover, it should be good, but you're going to have to find a way to beat an Explosion Metagross. I don't know if it's Thunder Wave running full paras or a critical hit if you're more offensive. Ice Beam does, tick off that it might be offensive, but could go for a freeze, could go for a crit. We're going to have to wait and see, because if not, Explosion will take it out.
Yeah, and even a crit, it revealed Surf, so it's probably not Hydro Pump. Does go down.
Oh!
Boom!
Yeah.